Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Premier Championship Wrestling. I'm Joe Dombrowski. Let's go to ringside.
Your opening contest is scheduled for one fall and is a singles attraction match. Your referee, Mr. Troy Davis.
I'm joined by my colleague Jay Worthington Farnsworth, filling in for Benjamin C. Steele here this evening, and it is Sunday Melee, a Sunday tradition for many, many years here in Turner's Hall in Cleveland under the JT Lightning era, and we're bringing it back. Jack Pollock has been trained by Lance Storm in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. He calls himself the next trending topic. Had a very physical matchup with the Bev Bobby Beverly here a month ago. Looking to prove himself a deceptively good athlete, somebody who may give off kind of that hipster vibe a little bit, but man, he can go in that ring.
Joe, let's just get down to how did you get me out here? We're
in Cleveland.
Yeah, clearly.
Perry's got an energetic, quirky personality, kind of fashions himself as a little bit of a boy band reject. He's a One Direction fan, not ashamed to admit it, but Ace Perry brings a lot of athletic prowess to the dance, and he's very, very proud of the athletic skill he possesses, and he's also, he just motioned to his heart, he's got a great heart. He's a great individual with a bit of an inspirational story we'll talk about throughout the duration of this matchup, and Jayworth, I know this is your first time seeing Ace Perry. I know you've heard about Jack Pollock for many, many years. You're familiar with his reputation. You have an opening scouting report as we kick things off in Premier Championship Wrestling here on this September afternoon.
I find that phrases like energetic and quirky are always applied to victims. As you can see, looks like Jack Pollock not in the mood for energetic or quirky.
Not in the least, no. Jack Pollock is a bit sarcastic and a bit mocking of Ace Perry. Some of you fans who are internet savvy may remember a story that went viral about a little over a year ago about a Midwest wrestler that invited his biggest fan, who happened to be a young autistic woman, invited her, asked her out to her prom, her senior year of high school. That was Ace Perry, and Ace Perry didn't publicize it, didn't do it for attention, but certainly the internet caught on, and they really fell in love with the heart and the good nature, the generosity of Ace Perry, and from what I hear, they had a great time at prom together. Very inspirational story.
That'll be a great story to tell at the wake. All of this goodness and quirk and energy does nothing for you in the ring, Joe. What you need is size, what you need is strength, what you need is a willingness to be ruthless. And that's what I'm seeing in Jack Pollock.
You really hate that quirkiness, don't you?
I am not a fan of quirky. Every time I try and get anywhere near quirky, inevitably quirky does that to me.
Pollock with a knockdown. Pollock about 6'2" or 3, deceptively tall, and has made a big name for himself in the Pennsylvania area over the past 5 or 6 years. And I've seen Pollock in some real wars, and Ace Perry realizes he's outsized here, and he's going to have to adjust. Can he quicken the pace? No.
Well, he could. It just didn't help. Okay. Transforming kinetic energy into potential.
Well, Ace able to trip up Jack Pollock that time.
Potential into kinetic. Come on.
We will forgive you. And Ace Perry, head of steam. Pollock with a leapfrog, ducks down at Ace Perry. Up and over the attempted monkey flip.
Rolling all over Pollock like he's a set of monkey bars.
Ace can hit you from all sides, keep you guessing, and comes off with a drop kick. Nicely done.
This is not what Pollock wants to do. He's playing the energetic, quirky game with the energetic, quirky guy, and Pollock...
energetic, quirky drop kick.
What he needs to do is get back up on his feet and maybe throw a couple not quite so quirky punches right in that quirky, energetic little mush.
Another quirky about that. Ace Perry flip dive to the outside. The tope can hilo. Ace Perry connects using his body weight as a projectile. Nicely done. Perry has opened this matchup up and negated the size advantage of Jack Pollock.
Yeah, Pollock needs to regroup and close the gap. Don't let Ace Perry get moving. There you go. Now, stay on him, Pollock. Put the boots to him. There, look at that. I like it when someone listens to me.
I'm just giddy with excitement over this.
Are you kidding me? He was stomping him. Who doesn't enjoy a good stomping, Joe?
Well, Ace Perry's not looking to...
Well, I'm sure he'll find some energetic, quirky way to write about it later in his journal. Dear Diary, boy, was that stomping great. Thanks, Jack Pollock.
Well, we'll see. Ace Perry's in for maybe the fight of his career here. If he doesn't know Jack Pollock, he's finding out the hard way. You can never, ever discount Jack Pollock. It is a long night whenever you're in there with somebody of his caliber. Count up to that time, says referee Troy Davis.
And now, see, here's the smart money. Get on top of him, grab a hold, and don't let him get up. Anytime he has an advantage, it's because he's running or flying. Just keep him grounded.
Are you impressed that Ace has wrestled this whole match and kept his headband on?
Yes, I hadn't noticed that. The headband's the approximate color of the hair, so I don't know that I caught that.
We finally got you to give Ace Perry credit about something.
Yeah, great work on the headband, Ace. My props.
Jack into the cover. 2 and no. He does have rather poofy hair.
No, when you put a headband at the base of it, it's going to poof up.
Poofy and quirky.
Poofy, quirky.
We're all about
Ace
the
Perry.
adjectives.
If he ever gets tights, maybe he can get that put down the legs.
I think we just
Poofy, quirky.
I think we just gave him his next T-shirt ideas. Pollock with a double sledge right between the shoulder blades. We're going to see the resolve of Ace Perry, though. We're going to see the staying power. We know he's athletic. We know he's quick, but is he resilient? Can he take a beating? We're going to answer that question here, because if not, Jack Pollock will be on a fast track to the win column.
No one ever wants to answer that question. No one's like, will I be able to get up after someone kicks my teeth down my throat? No. Oh.
Ace
Close.
Perry sidesteps, cutter attempt, no.
Oh, boom.
Could do it! No. And that was a near fall. Ace Perry having trouble breathing. You can see favoring the rib cage, but was able to muster the strength to get out of that cover attempt. And certainly no one ever wants to answer that question, but certainly the competition is very fierce. It's very ferocious here in PCW. You're going to have to, face really one of the most competitive and hungry locker rooms that, even though I'm a little biased, you'll find in the tri-state area. You have a cavalcade of stars looking to cement their status here in just our third show in company history. Everybody wants that roster spot. Everybody wants to fight to work their way up the ladder, because eventually we will have a PCW champion, and Pollock almost had a victory a moment ago.
Well, sure, if you see a ladder, you don't want to climb halfway up it. Doesn't matter which ladder it is. At no point does someone say, I want to be the small fish in the small pond, Joe. Of course they're going after that top spot.
Oh, Ace elevates himself. The kick between the eyes, springboard, cross body, great hang time, Ace Perry.
Wasn't able to stay on top for the pin.
Yeah, good call, Jayworth. That'll counter roll, but Ace hangs on to the ropes that time. Able to sidestep. Jack puts the brakes on. Ace trying to adjust, and now jockeying for position, center ring. Ace gets the upper hand.
I will say I'm impressed.
Jack Pollock's out. No, gets the left shoulder up.
You ever taste any soul food, Joe? Jack Pollock has.
Man, what a competitive matchup, and I'll quickly remind everybody, even though I am the Director of Wrestling Operations here in PCW, the officials' decisions are final. I will not overrule a referee's call in a bell-to-bell situation. I'm here as a broadcaster first. I'll be the Director of Operations Monday morning in the office, but Ace Perry may knock Jack Pollock into Monday morning. Double stomp, 2-0.
How is that legal? His foot was under the rope. What kind of hack referees are you hiring, Joe?
We'll deal with that Monday morning.
Well, clearly.
Ace Perry, though, feeling the energy. This crowd has really come alive for Ace Perry as Jack Pollock counters. Oh! That fireman's carry slam, 2-0. Pollock left the left side of Perry exposed. That may have been the only thing that kept Ace Perry in this contest.
Wasn't a proper pin. How many times have I said it, Joe? If you're going for a pin, you get that body weight up and over. Hook the leg. Don't give him that wiggle room. You don't half step a pin.
Ace came all the way from Indianapolis, Indiana to prove himself, to make a name for himself here tonight.
So far, he's proven that he's good with a headband.
Perry, puts the brakes on, sensed Pollock trying to slip underneath, counters into a cutter. Pollock tried to slip out, but nothing doing. Ace Perry gets the victory.
I am impressed. I would not have at the start of this said, well, Ace Perry's going to walk out with the W. I guess he wanted it that way.
Ace Perry certainly earned a victory here tonight. He knows he was in for a fight. Check out this replay, Jay Worth. Pollock tried to slip in underneath, but it's Ace Perry. Almost a Matrix-style counter. Too quick for Pollock. Pollock sensed the cutter coming, trying to slip out the back door, but couldn't. Ace Perry connected and victorious in his PCW debut.
Perry kept a good grip on his head and just brought him right down anyway. Didn't care which way the rest of the body fell. As long as Jack Pollock's head hit the mat, it was all good.